Shiddly-doo. Shiddly-doo.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Thank you so much. This is your microphone. No one else can have it.
My husband never texts me when someone's performing. He's like, OMG, we need this woman in our lives. Seriously.
Well,
She's amazing.
We got you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Is this the earliest performance you've ever done?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I'm
wow.
this is light. This is very, very nice compared to some of the times I've had to show up and sing. So thank you.
Growing up in the Bronx, much younger than me, I got to tell you a story. You just took me someplace. When I first moved to New York back in the 1980s, maybe. That's back when you could still smoke in bars, and they had the incredible jazz clubs down in the Village. And I went with a friend one night, and the show started at 1 in the morning, and the place was just smoky. It was just nasty. Wow. But back then we were used to it. A woman came out, and I wish I would have kept up with her. Her phrasing and her control, even in that smoky ashtray, was so powerful. And I just felt that with you. Oh, just an amazing voice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You won a Grammy. How does that feel?
It feels unbelievable. Still, even after a month of people, announcing me as such, it still feels like I'm, I don't know, like it almost didn't happen. Like it's just like another person. I'm watching myself on screen, or watching it kind of like an out-of-body experience, it feels like.
It's you.
Do you carry it around with you in your purse? Because I would.
Honestly, I haven't gotten it yet.
What?
Oh.
Gasp. I haven't gotten it yet.
Is there like a supply chain issue with Grammys?
With the Grammys?
Well, I tell you, people ask us all the time, hey, when you're not working, what music do you listen to? Do you listen to the music that's on the station? When I go home, I listen to the Sarah Vaughans, the Ella Fitzgeralds, the Jill Scotts, and of course Samara Joy, her second album. I'm assuming those voices, those artists had somewhat of an influence on you?
Yes. Oh my gosh. An incredible influence. Layla Hathaway, Donnie, Luther, Stevie, Ella, Sarah, Carmen, everybody.
Now, I grew up in the Bronx. I know J-Lo actually grew up in the same area you grew up in. How did you go towards this type of music?
Towards the end of high school, honestly, there was a jazz program in my high school, and it was kind of like an elective almost. I came in, I did a couple of songs with the band. It was for school, and I didn't have any further interest in it until I had to audition for schools for college, and I only knew these 2 jazz standards from that jazz program, and so I auditioned for SUNY Purchase, and I got in, and from there it was just like,
Wow.
Wow. Here in New York, you're hearing all these, she's dropping all these local places.
Right?
Yeah.
SUNY Purchase, and now winning Grammys.
I read that you funded this album, your first album yourself.
Yeah.
What was it that made you do that instead of just going the easy route and having a record label do it for you?
Well, I had, thankfully, I had people who were experienced around me who knew the industry. And so I met a producer who was actually a judge on the Sarah Vaughan competition that I participated in and won at NJPAC. And towards the start of my senior year at Purchase, it was 2020. So around August, September of 2020, a video of mine with one of my professors went viral. And people were like, when are you going to release something? When are you going to release something? And I was like, I have no idea. Until the same producer that I met was like, here's the plan. We could use the winnings from that competition and maybe start a GoFundMe, and then you'll own your music instead of having to go through a label for it.
Now, so you've studied their voices, studied their lives as well. If Ella Fitzgerald knew that this was possible one day, I mean, because back in her day, back in the Sarah Vaughan days, I mean, that was a whole different world. You were just basically there to sign on the dotted line, and you're theirs, right?
Exactly.
And you took control of it. And that's do you find that you treat your entire life like that? Do you want to be in control of it all, so you can say the wins are mine and the losses are mine. I own them all.
Yeah, I think that's powerful, because I think in the industry, from what I've seen, because I'm very new to it, people, they come in and they just want a shot, and they just want to, do whatever they can in order to be heard, in order for their artistry to be heard, and sometimes sacrificing their control, for that. And so I'm very grateful that this is the way that I've, entered the business, not by giving up something or sacrificing myself and who I am and my identity and my foundation for something, but it's the other way around. Because of that, I was allowed to succeed. So.
I love that. I mean, just think of all the awful things we did for these jobs.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, God, it would curl your hair.
coolest part though so far? Because this is brand new to you. You win a Grammy, and then you're seeing all of these famous people. I can't even imagine what that's like.
No, it's crazy. And I still ride the subway. So, I definitely am grateful to still feel some sort of semblance of normalcy. But, getting recognized and being at gigs and people being like, we're so proud of you and we're so happy for you. It's really special.
I hate to put you on the spot.
Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
Samara Joy is here, about to be put on the spot. Teach me how to scat.
No! Oh, my gosh.
Have you heard them?
Boop-ba-doop-ba-doo-ba.
Oh, gosh.
Please teach him.
I think you got it, though. I think you got it.
I got it. I don't know what it is.
That's a great answer.
You just got to feel it.
Shiddly-doo, shiddly-doo. Oh, shut that down.
Do you do this all the time?
Just like when I'm doing like mushrooms and edibles.
Okay.
I know.
Listen to that gravel in your voice. I love it.
That's the early morning.
Oh, God.
The coffee ground still.
It's not good. It's not good. Well, okay, so I know this is just must be dream come true for you and a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
What's next? I mean, where do you want to go? Where do you think you'll go? Other than back to bed.
I know. I mean, I hope that, because I didn't expect this so soon, all this attention. So I hope, honestly, to continue to grow and to continue to discover things about myself and write, maybe work with other people.
I want a Michael Bublé duet.
Oh, yeah. Michael Bublé, Gregory Porter, any sort of collaborations and anything, as far as like touring and traveling goes. Like I'm going to Japan in a couple weeks, and Brazil, so as long as I keep, expanding my mind and artistry, I think, that's where I want to go, wherever that is.
One day you wake up and your dreams just start to unfold right before your eyes. How great. Congratulations.
So
Thank
cool.
you.
So cool.
And, to be selfish, how lucky are we that that we got you to come into
Yeah.
that? What about dreams of, like, have you played at Radio City yet?
No, that's a really big room.
Can
I
you
don't know when I'll do
well,
that.
no, I was about to say the Garden after that.
Yeah.
That room's sort of big. I see nothing but great things, no matter how small or massive the stadium will be that you're selling out. We will always remember this day you came to give us your music today.
Oh, man.
It was
Thank you so
great.
much for the opportunity.
Samara Joy, of course, the album, I want every single person listening to us to have it streamed and on your phone. It's called Linger Awhile, and it's available right now. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
You're the best.
That was great.
Thank you so much.
I feel like I'm not even at work today.
I know, right?
Thank you for
I'm
that.
going to get a golden microphone, too.
Well, you have to have a massive ego.
That's true. I'll work on it.
That's on the way.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.